Welcome back everyone to the channel. It's me, Kazakh the Bull, covering more Infinite Magicraid content. Now before we get into this video, please do click like, comment and subscribe below to help the channel grow. Now we are not covering, say, content in this. We're talking about the state of the game. And also the fact that it's rather annoying to see other content creators create clickbait thumbnails which have no attachment to the game whatsoever other than causing a negative feedback within the community itself. I would never ever put up a thumbnail to entice you to click it on the sense that it's a negative or saying the game is dying, or in another factor, creating up conspiracies like, for instance, Dragon Cliff event and Double Emblem event is coming to an end. As you can see, an announcement was made today. I did talk to a lot of people yesterday through DMs saying, look, Kazakh, are they getting rid of the event? And I simply said, no, of course not. Why would they do that? Don't listen to what anyone is saying because it's not true. They haven't seen any pinpoint evidence, and all it's going to do is create frustration and confrontation within the community. The idea is we are content creators. We are content creators. And honestly, I don't see any point other than putting out positive information into community. Yes, I understand people get angry at me because of the account I have and the money that's been spent on it. But the fact is, I only try and create content to help all of you. That, of course, is understandable. Some of you may not be able to relate to the content I create, but there are many who do relate to the content. So if you feel like you can't relate to my content just yet, maybe in a few months you can. But what you need to understand is this account is many months ahead of the majority of accounts. Let's just have a look. Obviously this is my hero box, which is full of very good and exclusive heroes. There are some that I can't even build yet. And yes, I do have a ton of epics as food. This is obviously the main reason I would never ever touch Dragon Cliffs and purely farm campaign. But that doesn't mean to say that you should be farming Dragon Cliffs. You should be farming the campaign. Also, you should be farming Dragon Cliffs on the event, and only on the event when it's available. Obviously, we failed thanks to other people saying Dragon Cliffs is good, trying to get an improved rate for everyone. So unfortunately, I can get Dragon Cliffs better for all of you. I wish I could make it more player friendly, but I don't believe that is possible. Now, on the note of experience potions, there's been so much drama about the experience potions, okay? I tried to help you all. I tried to tell you it was an error, a bug, a glitch, whatever you want to call it. Yes, they are now at 1 for 1,000. Now, to me, yes, maybe that could be improved. 5 potions for the price of 1,000 would be more suitable. However, you all need to bear this in mind. Okay, you all need to bear this in mind. I understand people that play the game and don't invest anything into it want to see more options for us to get further onto our account. However, and this is a very serious factor, okay, there are people who have spent thousands of dollars, pounds, euros, whatever your currency is, thousands and thousands, okay, for experience potions, thousands and thousands for dragon eggs. Now, if we look at the price conversion of these, considering the event currency, you're going to find that they work out pretty much identical as they would cost in the store. Now, if, for instance, the devs go, okay, no, it was an error on our part, yes. They are giving out some compensation, by the way, but it was an error on our part, we should change it back, which is what some people are requesting. It's not doable. It's just not doable. It's not, yes, it is doable, but it's not sustainable. It's not a good idea by any means. It means that people are going to progress far too fast, and you'll notice a lot of spenders come and go from games. They will play a game hardcore for a month or two, spend a ton of money, and then they'll move away from the game to another game and do the same, and then they'll come back in the future. But this is their choice. This is what they want to do and how they want to progress a game. Others, are in very different situations, but it's all about the marathon, guys. It's all about the marathon. If you want to sprint this game, then yes, okay, swipe your card. But this is the only way I can see this being changed, a maximum of 5 potions. But other than that, you're barking up a tree. It's not getting heard. It's not getting anywhere. We can all be angry. I understand the frustration to the people that missed out. I did put a video out to try and get the information out. Some of you took advantage of it, and I'm thankful that you got it. Some people was unable to take advantage of a situation. Would it have been better if I didn't even make the video? If I didn't make the video, would people still be complaining so hard? Because they would never have known. It would never have known. But the experience potions was available a week beforehand. Before I even made that video, I didn't know. I found out a week late on that note. So a lot of people have taken advantage of it. And if people didn't, it probably means they didn't realize quite how valuable the experience potions are. So this is pretty much gathering on the basis that the game is actually in a very good place. The game is in a very good place, and just while I did click away from that, I shouldn't have clicked away from that. What I wanted to say is people have spent a ton of money. If we go into the period pack, we look at the monthly packs, 40 for 33, 49 is a lot of money. Now, if they put them back to 10, how do you think all the spenders are going to feel? How do you think all the spenders will feel that they've spent hundreds or thousands of dollars or pounds or euros on experience potions, and now the game has all of a sudden decided to make them very, very easy to obtain? Because I know for one, I would feel disheartened by that. I know I would, and I know others that would too, because they put their hard-earned money into this exact resource. So we need to take that into consideration as well. I believe in constructive criticism. I don't believe in forced criticism or really negative criticism that can affect a game, affect the player base and players involved. I always think there's an answer to something, and that can be reached with a civil discussion. Now, the game itself is in a very good state. I don't agree with anyone that would say the game's dying or the game is doing this. I haven't watched the videos. I don't need to watch the videos. I won't watch the videos on the basis that it's a clickbait thumbnail to get views. Even if what they're saying in the video is it's not dying, it's still the basis that you put up a video saying the game is dying. And to me, that's a no-no, a no-go, because it's just, yeah. I know many people have done it for a lot of years, but it just doesn't make sense to me. The game is in a very good position. It's obviously going to lose players as time goes on. New games come out, but new players will come back to this game too. They'll see it and I think, okay, so they've made a lot of changes. I want to try this game out now. So just because a graph or statistics say something or the other, the game has a very good core amount of players. It really does. The Discord is always busy and active. That's another very good sign. There's a lot of content creators covering the game. That's another very good sign. Considering a lot of content creators will cover a game for, say, a month or 2 months and then disappear because there's no more content to be made. The fact is there is a ton of content to be made on this game. The problem is a lot of content creators are unable to make that content because they cannot get the resources needed to make the content. That is a different discussion for a different time. Yes, I'm not in that position because I'm able to make content on what I choose to. There are still limited places where I can create content. And if the content you want, let me know in the comments below what content you actually really want to see. And don't just go and say a free-to-play series, because I have a lot of other things to do as well. I'm not just focusing on this game purely and solely. I'm putting out information that is going to help the community. I'm always active within the community as well, but I do have other projects and plans and dreams. I do dream as well, just like you guys, okay? So bear that in mind too. I just don't have the time at the moment to make a free-to-play series, so I do apologize. That may happen in the future. We will see. I feel like I've covered the majority. The game is great. I love the game. Everyone in my community absolutely loves the game. If I don't see, they may have a couple of rants about a certain few things, but that's normal. However, they're not saying that the game's in a bad way or anything like that. If they did, I'd probably take them to one side and have a discussion with them. So I'm probably going to get some comments like that in my community now. However, you don't need to do that, guys. Everything on this game, on its survival, is going to be a long-lasting game. No one can complete this game in a month. it's gonna, it's gonna take you 6 months, a year, 2 years to clear through the content, and that's if they even bring out, when they bring out more content. So there's always going to be a feed for everyone to feed off of. Other games you can play for 2 weeks or a month and finish it. So if that's how you like to jump between games, then this game isn't for you. And yes, you may be angry at the game because you can't progress as you want to progress or as fast as you want to progress. There are many walls in it. It's very challenging. And I think that's a good thing because, it gets the brain working. It keeps that ticking over because it's hard. It's not easy. It is hard and it's not easy. But people are finding tactics to help a lot of people as well. And I do try and put out information that I'm always, if I'm told anything, I always try and feed that to you guys. So that's important to add as well. I've been rambling on a little while on this subject, and I don't even know if it's going to be a very good video because I can't even remember all of what I've said. I've just spoken from my heart. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, completely let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Constructive criticism though, guys, okay? Like, that's fine. Constructive criticism is always welcome here. If you're going to be negative, then I'll either just ignore the comment, or if you do manage to touch a nerve, then you probably get a saucy comment back as well. So if that's your goal, feel free to try that one too. I'm Cars at Liverpool. Thank you for watching. Take care.